Hey guys, welcome back to Tyro. I'm your host, Donald Wonder, and we're continuing our theme on our channel talking about international animation by going all the way to Havana, Cuba, talking about a Spanish animated movie that got a lot of acclaim back in 2010 and it was recognized by the Oscars as well. That doesn't really matter. I don't really care if it's nominated or not. I just wanted to see something different. And this movie was heavily focused on jazz and Cuban music, so that stood out to me. And now after just seeing it, I want to talk about it with you guys.
Tyro Media.
We're talking about Chico and Rita. Chico and Rita is a 2010 animated drama movie which is a romance that is heavily focused on music at the time, and it's told from the main character. The main character is called Chico and he is a piano player. This movie is set in the 1940s when he meets this woman called Rita, and she's a singer at like this bar, and they get together, and the movie chronicles their relationship as they get together, break up, they have spurts in their career in the music industry. And there's a lot of things in this movie. You know, this movie trends a lot of romantic, I don't want to say tropes, but a lot of romantic beats we see in a lot of movies. To be honest with you, this movie reminded me a lot of Great Expectations, especially the way things came in the beginning, the middle, and the end, but that's neither here nor there. Let's talk about the animation. The animation is pretty damn gorgeous, very colorful. I mean, I think this animated movie really shines when it's taking a look at the backdrops. When it has a big scene with a lot of people dancing, or we're looking at the city, like when we have a shot of New York, or when they're driving, there's a few car chases in this movie that look really nice, and the characters move very fluid because there's a lot of dancing, there's a lot of music, and the only criticism I have is the character faces kind of look a little bit off, but the women are designed very voluptuously. They were very sexy, especially Rita. But all the other women are drawn really nicely, but the animation looks so colorful. And let me tell you something, this is gorgeous on a big screen. This is the perfect movie to watch on a Sunday evening, not with your family, because there is a lot of nudity and there's a lot of sex in this movie. So there's a bit of violence as well. So in that respect, it's not for kids at all. The story is pretty adult anyway, overall, so not for kids, but animation absolutely gorgeous. Now the second and probably the main thing I have to talk about is the music. The music in this movie, in hand with the animation, is just beautiful. It's like jazz, piano, salsa, Cuban jazz, orchestra, ballad mixture, and you see a lot of other artists, and this is all kind of fictional because these aren't real people, but they go to New York in the 1940s, and there's a lot of jazz, there's a lot of dance, there's a lot of club scenes. It just mixed with the animation. The voicing is great. The woman who's singing as Rita, beautiful voice. The music, the instruments are all great. It obviously reminds me of Kids on the Slope, the way when that anime got into it with the music. When this movie gets into the music, you can just sit back and watch it. And honestly, the music and there's not a lot of dialogue in the movie, so I was sitting back enjoying the animation and the music, and that's why I keep on stressing that this is such a good movie to watch if you've got nothing to do, if it's a nice sunny day, you want to cozy in at home. This is perfect. Lastly, I want to talk about the story. Now the story does hit them, you know, in a way, this is like a typical romance story about a couple who break up, get back together. You know, we've seen this in a lot of movies, A Great Expectation I mentioned again, but the only thing that bothered me about this movie, honestly, was the ending. In the end, it had one of those endings that I was like, only in a Hollywood movie would you come up with this kind of ending. I don't believe it. It's not even that big of a criticism, but I rolled my eyes at the ending. I was like, oh please, I don't believe you. No fucking way. But that's just me. But it doesn't really ruin the story because the ending is just the ending. But overall, this is just a nice movie. It's got adult themes, it's got great animation, it's got great music. It's just a nice, relaxing, sit at home and watch on your own or with your girlfriend, kind of a date movie. But honestly, I'm gonna give this like a low solid B. I would give it just a normal solid B, but that ending almost ruined the movie because it just like, it left a bad taste in my mouth. But as an animated movie, it was nice. And you know, actually, there was one more thing I thought to mention. Even though the animation was good, halfway through the movie, there was this dream sequence where they switched the animation style to something else, which was really cool. And I kind of wish they did, because it's an animated movie and you're telling a romance film. We've seen so many romances. I like to see them play with animation, especially when I'm seeing animation. Do use the medium to do something more. And at that point, halfway through the movie, in the dream sequence, they did that. But other than that, it was beautiful. Anyway, I'm being a bit critical, but it was a beautiful movie. It was gorgeous. And I think it won an Oscar. It was nominated for an Oscar in 2010 anyway. So it was highly recognized. I had to go back 5 years to catch up with this movie. Because the bottom line is, when it comes to international movies, if it's not anime or American, they just don't come out a lot. And they're seen as kind of niche, which is why we're doing Celebrate International Animation Day month here on Planet Tyro, because these movies come few and far between. And this was nice. This was different, and it made its mark, and I enjoyed it on the whole. So, guys, if you'd watch this movie, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. I know it's been a long time, but we're catching up, and we're trying to variety, or we're trying to mix things up, whichever how you say it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hit that like button if you like the content. Stick around on Planet Tyro this October for more international animation reviews and discussions with myself and some friends that are coming up soon. And until then, we want to say thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Peace out.